All right, welcome to Divine Art Alchemy for Dimensions. So let me make sure my volume's up here, because I would hate for not to be able to hear it since we don't have a microphone. But as always, let's come in and get centered in with our breath. So we're going to take those 3 breaths, one to release anything that we want to let go of, one for the collective, those that are in our thoughts and our hearts, and one for that special intention that we have tonight. So go ahead and close your eyes and drop your head into your heart space and take a deep breath. Collect all that garbage, anything that you don't want to hold on to, and let it go. And this is for that collective. And let's take a breath for a special intention that we hold tonight. All right, that feels good. So if you have a candle, go ahead and let's get our candles lit. Let this flame represent the wild spirit that burns within each of us.
The wild spirit that burns within each of us.
As we awaken our own wild spirit.
As we awaken our own wild spirit.
May we awaken the collective.
May we awaken the collective.
All right, put that someplace safe. So we don't have
These
any.
all like down the center.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
There we are.
Put mine
Oh,
over there.
you've got
So
some lavender in yours.
Oh,
How'd you
that's
do
a good
that?
idea.
Just like smelled this and that.
So yeah, speaking of that, we don't have any extra incense or anything like that. Normally we have our stones. We've got some lavender stones and beautiful your pieces.
Smell that lavender.
Not lavender. I said lavender stones.
Amethyst.
Yeah,
Amethyst.
Otherwise known as.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Purple.
The grateful.
That's it. But you want to go ahead and read what we've
Yes,
got going on?
so
Or?
this month we are focused on dimensions. And dimensions is all about the wisdom. So, and our patience too, right? I like that. I like that combo of the two.
Mhm.
That's kind of cool. So the keys for this, no, hang on, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to actually read it and we'll talk about it and go through it, and then we'll go through the keys. So this cycle encourages us to release the hustle culture that comes,
You're right.
release the hustle culture to become open to receiving messages from source, whether through intuition, synchronicity, or signs of the universe. All right, those of you listening, that is Tilda. She's got something to say about this. She likes the portals and other dimensions. As a familiar. So, we embark on the journey through dimensions. We invite darkness as our ally. So, I like this. It's got a little bit of shadow work to it. And I love doing the shadow work, but it still has this like upbeat feel to it. I like that. This exploration emphasizes the importance of patience and wisdom while acknowledging our inner teacher. And we learn to find inner light and draw strength and wisdom from within ourselves and the world. This journey leads to a stronger connection with the divine and a life lived in harmony with our deepest truths. So, the keys, our relationship with silence. I think that's one that might be a challenge for some, but it'll be kind of fun to play with. How you receive messages from source. And I like that one, like how you receive messages from source. Like one, how we're aware that we receive them. But two, I like kind of the idea of like, how would you like to receive them? And there's probably other ways to even consider that, not even thinking of right now. You know how it goes this month.
Put your order
every
in.
month.
Put your order in.
Yeah. Finding light in our darkest moments and exploring our truth.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So with that, let's settle in and do our meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we want to dim the lights for the meditation, or turn them
I
off? Dim them.
certainly can. All right. We've got it.
Let's do that at least, and then we're going to try something different. So we've got the recording with the music. So let's see how this works out here for
Thank you,
us.
Kathleen.
The recording.
I know it wasn't.
music.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I was like, how do we
Did you
gonna
figure it
do
out?
that? Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to switch a setting.
Okay.
Right. So we didn't know, but here we go.
Dimensions Meditation. I invite you to slow your breath, closing your eyes, as that is your reminder to drop your head into your heart space. Being present in this moment. Relax and breathe. There's nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. As we explore our internal space, see if you can hold the intention to be fully present. Surrender, allow, and trust that there is some unique treasure to uncover here. Using your breath to connect to Divine Source, cleansing and balancing your energetic field. Filling your entire body with divine life source energy and releasing anything that no longer serves your highest good. Continue to focus on your breath as you imagine a bright golden light entering your body through the top of your crown. This light represents your inspiration and divine source energy. Allow this light to fill your entire being. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet. As you continue to breathe, see, hear, and feel the golden light extend from the soles of your feet to the core of Mother Earth. Gently flowing, feeling supported with each breath. Experiencing patience and wisdom, bringing light to the depths of your your soul. See the golden light going deeper and deeper. Spreading far and wide with each breath. As we continue our journey of exploration, see yourself lifting your arms in surrender. See your arms filled with the golden light, extending from your body to form magnificent tree branches. Allow them to effortlessly move, reaching up to the sky under the dark new moon light. Invite the darkness in as your ally. See and feel yourself being supported. See and feel yourself having the freedom to move and flow. Feel the divine spark of wisdom burning inside you, opening up to your truth, holding space for dimensions. Take a moment to calibrate with this energy. Before we come back, ask if there is a message for you. Take a moment to listen now. Offering gratitude for this experience. Come back to your body. Come back to the present moment. Come back knowing that you can experience this again at any time. When you're ready, open your eyes, bringing back with you any messages received.
is so good. Anything you'd like to share, anyone?
Well, first off, I'd like to apologize for the dog interruptions.
I want to apologize for that being so loud, because the music being so loud, it was not like that whenever it was recorded. So,
Oh, I thought it was fine.
I'm gonna fix it, and you can listen to the. Because
Yeah,
that was very distracting for me.
I sometimes have a little hard time distinguishing. Yeah, like
The words. I was like,
you know,
dang.
but I think I got the gist of it.
Yeah, I'm curious to do it again because I too had the
Almost kind of turned it up, started again. I was like,
well, like I was like in the flow and deep into it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I
the
didn't
music,
I
I
didn't-
have no idea what
what
they
you sang,
said. I
and it just
know,
like
right?
went off on my own. Yeah.
Which was good, right? Wisdom,
Yeah.
patience. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that. I had when I record, I put my headset in, and so I guess there's some difference. I don't know, but we'll fix that.
But I did have, a moment of, embracing, knowing all the socks too, being able to go there and having such a interesting feel into like the cosmos, kind of this golden tree that reached like up into the cosmos, and everything was kind of purpley and maybe some dark blues, and had some beautiful colorations, and there was an owl sitting up there, way up there, like in another dimension, and the owl helped see everything, kind of like an overarching view of everything, and that lightning rod was what was used to send the messages to me. So
Oh my gosh!
I don't know how much of that was. Yeah, because I know the sock so well, and just reading it fresh, because I normally don't do that right before we do this. We just talk about it for a second and move on. I don't know if all of that was still fresh, and that's why it all came together like that. But that's all I got.
Well, that's a lot, actually. Because, like I said, I was like, turn the freaking music down. Turn the music down. I can't hear.
Yeah, I am.
You want to do it over?
Well, I was just kind of some stuff that came up for me was just like I really have to allow for stillness.
Ooh, yeah.
It's much easier for me to be busy, and I heard this message this morning, and it was kind of about standing in the truth. Like if you stand in your truth, like things will be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Just be with that, and what I've been kind of experiencing today is like there's just there's nothing to fear, and I am telling you, I can get very much in my head about like other people being experts and being very affected
Mm-hmm, sure.
by what other people might think of me, or all that kind of stuff. And I think like I'm in this place where it's like really it doesn't matter.
That's good.
That's a
You know
good
what I
place
mean?
to be.
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
right.
that's really good.
Yeah, like it just doesn't matter. And like there's a lot of confidence that comes with that.
That's a great aha.
Very powerful.
Yeah, so it's like I think kind of what you were talking about with the keys, so what's there for me is just like this cycle is as much as possible like dwell in the light, like my truth, and like acknowledge the shadow, like, and pay attention.
Yes.
I love that.
That's
Can you,
Yeah.
can you say that just a teeny bit louder?
Oh. The last part?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
well I was saying you know, dwelling in sort of the light of like my truth, acknowledging the shadow, but dwelling in the light, and allowing for stillness and paying attention.
I love it. Yeah.
You know, and I pay attention, and you know, and I love all of the socks and how that can help
Oh yeah.
focus.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Thank you for.
Yeah.
So now we have it. You can come back and revisit this if you want to. We can maybe hear it. Sherry, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Even when I was kind of prepping, going through some magazines yesterday, I have a tendency to get stuck on the dark, looking at the dark, and I've had too many years probably in the depression cycle. So it's not necessarily the shadow side, but
Right, it is.
other sides of that.
Okay.
So, but now it's not happening. I'm new. It's like I'm coming out of that. So I'm not. So what came up for me is finding the balance.
Beautiful.
And now put away my notes. It's the first thing I remember. Finding the balance in the light and the dark. And I liked what you said, or I think it was a combination of what you said in the meditation, maybe something you read to us, but treating darkness as our friend and as our teacher. And what can you learn from that?
Invite it in.
Yeah.
Invite it in.
Yeah.
Listen and look for signs for God in the universe, and just more encouragement to step into more queen energy, more powerful energy, kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That's very nice.
And you wore your purple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Purple.
A little
Yeah.
earthy, a little
Yeah.
earthy.
It's the earthy side. We're purpley over here.
I would like to incorporate more purple into
Do
my
it.
wardrobe.
I have lots
You're
of
just-
purple.
yeah.
Do you? It's such a cool color to wear, and
Mhm.
I think it goes in one. There's so many different shades. You know, purple has its own wavelength, but you know, there's so many other wavelengths near it that are close. You know, but you could find like any sort of skin tone or whatever. Like it,
Right,
You
it
could find your
does.
purple.
Right.
Everybody
There's
can find
all,
their
yeah,
purple.
yeah, there's all sorts of shades, exactly.
Do you guys have a shade that you like?
I like it all. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
just kind of have one a little lighter than this.
A little bit lighter.
Uh-huh.
I like all the royal colors.
No, me
Ones.
too. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what it is.
I'm like, was
I just always like those
royalty in my
deep
past life?
Colors of whatever it is, you know, like the deep greens, the deep blues. I just like all the royal colors. What's another name for that? There's another name, not royal, but
You're talking about primary?
Like jewel tones.
No, it's
Jewel
not primary.
tones,
Primary
that's
would be
it,
different,
yeah.
but jewel tones, yeah.
yeah. I like all that.
So I printed out a phoenix,
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yes.
fire,
Get it.
and
Yes.
rising from the darkness.
At 11:11.
I know, all the time. I take
Oh, do you?
screenshots
Oh,
all
me too.
the
I know,
time.
me too. You gotta see my
Like,
phone.
All sorts of angel numbers, and then I have this cardinal that visits me. Actually, I lost the pictures.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
very
Oh, so
cool.
that is the cardinal from your house
Yeah.
and stuff. Oh, how cool is that? What a great way to do that.
You know, what I got from the meditation was the part about feeling very like it. I like being able to give back to the earth like that. Like that felt really. I mean, you'll have to. Like I said, I'll put it on YouTube and we'll get to listen to it otherwise. But like controlling that, really feeling the oneness and being supported, and then that expansion of from above, and just feeling my whole body just feels really good, very supported and yet expansive at the same time. And that's where, so the message that came back was trust yourself. Just trust yourself. And it was like,
Nice.
it's like almost not quite shaking me, but you know, Like,
Excuse me while I grab a
Do
trash can for
it.
us to put our stuff in.
Alright. Is that, are you on the fence on something that, I mean, that was like a sign to trust your inner knowledge?
well,
It
that's a
sounds like it.
great question, but Ember and I were talking about this because, you know, we just went to this Mystic South conference and presented, right? And as a coach, like I'm in the coaching world, and what I have experienced is so many very young coaches talking about being the expert of whatever it is that they're talking about.
I thought about that when you said the experts. Yeah.
I did too, because, and so for me, it's that I have a lot of wisdom and I do know what I'm talking about, but I will never call myself an expert on anything because the expert part knows that we don't know. That we only know what we know when we know it, and there's so much to know, especially in the information age, that it feels very wrong to call myself an expert, but yet I can call myself very knowledgeable, and to trust myself. But so like not judging these ladies who are young and call themselves the expert, but to trust myself enough that I don't have to have that title as the expert, but know that I know what I'm talking about.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
that was a big deal, and both of us were saying that because, you know, the kids that are doing that now, they grew up in the cell phone era. They grew up being in the face with all the pictures, you know, all the cameras and all this other stuff, and I grew up in the time whenever it was not cool. I mean, like, you got punished if you were heard, and you know, it was all
right.
about, you know, you can be seen, but I better not hear you, and don't talk to strangers, and
Come out of your room when you feel better.
yes,
show
don't
your-
cry. Yes, I'm going to give you something to cry about, and all those old things that has really, as a coach, and trying to market yourself as a coach, has really put like that blanket on it.
Stirs it up. Yeah.
Yes, and so it's like, okay, so now, because now I believe that people need our coaching now more than ever. You know, coming out of the pandemic, coming out of the Great Reset, and really looking at what is it I want to experience in a light, fun way. You know, so that thank you, so that you get more out of life. So. But that's where, yeah, so trust yourself. That's why it was like so loud. It was like, you got this, you got
Yes,
it.
absolutely. Thanks for explaining that connection.
Well, thank you for asking, because yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all are in person.
We're in person. Look at
What?
beautiful goddess.
Who is that?
What?
Tracy.
Atlanta in the
Tracy's back. Hey, yeah, and it's funny because we're all in person, and everybody else, which is odd, no one's on Divine Art Alchemy. You're the only virtual tonight. No,
As of right now.
as of right
anyway.
now. There's
Are y'all there because of that thing happening this weekend?
Yeah. So Kathy flew down, and she's been here since Thursday. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah,
You were.
I knew this was happening and I'm not feeling good. So I was like,
You were.
I laid down for a few minutes and then went, oh crap, the thing is happening. So I'm here now.
Okay, I'm glad you're here now. All right. Did you get all your stuff? All of the info?
You know, I'm here in spirit and I'm getting started. So
Tracy's back, everybody.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna grab my glasses. Actually, I'll be right back.
All right.
Does she live here? She in Atlanta?
No, well, she used to a long time ago. Well, I guess it hasn't been that long, a few years, but
Oh, the looks like it.
but she's in Colorado. So yeah, she would join one of the in-person circle here in Atlanta. Back when we had lots more than we do now.
So
How was the conference?
Oh, it was fantastic.
what do you do?
It was so much fun.
This one.
Our workshop was packed. Lots of cool
I
people.
love it. Yes.
Actually, lots of cool people.
And
Sometimes
Pinterest,
it's not
yeah.
always a
I don't
good
know that I
thing,
get that.
but it was really, really nice.
Run into anyone we know?
It's really weird.
I hear you.
But it was fun and it was really interesting. Or maybe I'm getting weirder and I just fit in more. I don't know. But
I didn't say a word.
But yeah, thanks for asking. It was great.
Oh my god.
It was great. Oh,
Did you run into anybody we know?
That's what I was gonna say. Let's do some socks. Hey, well,
no, well, one person. Only one person that I knew.
How many people?
That's surprising. That's
Yeah,
your goal.
there was a couple of local people. I mean, like truly local, like East Point people, which I found fascinating. Kathy met some Kentucky people. So yeah, people from all over. It was great. It was great. Okay.
Can you tell me quickly where to find this stuff, like the socks?
Yes, look at the post. Go into, are you on the phone or on your computer?
I'm on the phone.
Okay, so go to the three little slashes on the pardon me, the upper left-hand corner and look down to the Mystic Moon Circle. Is this updated since she's been with us?
Okay.
so probably, yeah.
I can't remember.
All right.
All right, go into the Mystic Moon Circle and then it should
All the details.
all the details. You got it.
All the details.
Not just some.
All of them.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Oh shit. Hold on. Sorry, pardon my language.
I'll post it on the I'm gonna posting to do about all of it.
I love this image of the sage with all the other stuff.
Mm.
Let me see.
Like, I don't know what the other stuff is,
Mm-hmm.
but it was on the
The Pinterest.
Pinterest page.
So yeah,
It's
go to the
great.
Pinterest. Kathleen's like, I love this one and this one. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Lots of great images.
I love the Pinterest.
Mm-hmm. Get lost in the Pinterest.
Yeah, I don't really get
Stuff.
magazines
Right.
anymore, you know.
I'll look through them once in a while, but I'm like you, like most of the time.
So I was telling
I'll do it.
Sherry, I use this calendar
Mm-hmm.
and I loved it so much that my images, a lot of the images I can find. So it's a very inexpensive way. It's not like it, and so I have one for my personal calendar and then I use one that I cut.
Nice.
So,
nice.
but
We
I
know.
really, it's a really great, so you get all the moon cycles and then they have
Girl.
like little article, yeah, and then it has, I mean, like everything in it, all, so get some education and,
Mhm.
yeah. So if you're looking, like if you like something like that, but yeah, I started using it a couple of years ago
Yeah.
and it's been beautiful.
So
Like,
there's some magazines and stuff up here too, guys, if you want more.
Kathy, I like your hair.
thank you. Ready for
You
it?
cut it a while back, I guess.
Cut it and colored it and I guess I've had it blonde since, for 6 years now.
But yeah, she did just cut it recently.
Mm-hmm.
That's fresh. Okay, socks. Let's do some socks.
Can you hear us okay, Tracy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Just another way I connect to source. Animal talk.
Oh,
Mhm.
love that.
See, perfect, yes.
Okay. So with this month, the topic dimensions. Let's start with our element is fire, which always very comfortable for me personally. I like the fire.
You a fire sign?
I'm a fire sign. It always feels good. But yeah, this is a fire element this month, and our color is purple. And purple is all about wisdom and spirituality. And what I like about the science of purple is that it stimulates brain activity. So it is, considered one of those royal colors, one of those noble colors. And the reason for that, there is a reason for that. Purple is a hard dye to create. So back hundreds of years ago, only the rich had purple. And that's one reason it's considered a noble or a royal color. Only the wealthy. So the stone is amethyst.
I'm sorry, did you say that color purple is related to sexuality?
Spirituality.
Look at its
Spirituality.
sexuality too, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Claim that.
That's what you heard. Then it must
Yeah.
bring it out.
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
just
Spread the
getting this
love.
love in.
That's all right. Spread the love.
Absolutely.
There you go. See, toss it in there. It's a great idea.
And then the amethyst is our stone for this month. And amethyst is about wisdom, of course. That's kind of our key there. Wisdom and spiritual healing. And awareness. And then our metal is gold. So putting the gold and purple together will be beautiful. But the gold is about enlightenment, and it is about abundance and the divine. But the cool thing about gold too, think about like the alchemical change, right? So the transformation, so to speak, right? Because the gold, the whole thing of all the alchemical movement was in turning anything to gold.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking of that as transformation, receiving these messages, receiving these different important metals, so to speak, to change into gold.
Yeah.
Our herb, incense oil, essential oil, plant, incense, I already said that. All of that together we've lumped for almond, lavender, and sage. And we'll start with sage since, God, it's right here and smells fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Oh
It
my
does
It's
gosh.
so
taste
strong.
good.
It's so
Kathleen
It
brought
is
us some
strong.
sage from her
I don't
garden.
think I've ever
It's like-
smelled this before. Cause I.
Sure looks perky
Yeah.
after for days.
It's so, it's not a musk, but there's
It almost
something,
has that.
really, almost has like there's a certain funkiness to it.
What kind of sage?
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Do you have any idea?
Well, I'm not sure.
Mm.
I think it's just a garden.
Yeah.
Gardens?
No, I was just curious. I'd probably know the difference, but
Yeah. Well, you know, they have the like desert.
yeah,
sage,
I know there's a
and
lot of
all that.
different
I want
options.
mine to live. I hope it lives.
So sage, cleansing, removing, moving that negative energy out of the way. And I love when we have these sage months, and we haven't had one in a long time, is always the perfect reminder to cleanse the house, right? You know, to go through and completely sage your space and so that's definitely going to be on the to-do list of action items for this time. But I love it. Sage kind of helps you, not kind of, it does help you reveal wisdom, clearing all that negative talk, all that negative stuff that sticks with us. The tree, we have a hazel tree. Wait, what?
I was curious. Did you say something about almond and lavender? Or
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks for that. I went to the bottom and just kept moving. So almond. What I love about almonds, and yeah, we can use that in a lot of different ways. You can have almond oils, of course. So we can use that as an essential oil or a carrier oil, cooking with it. But almond, the Hebrew meaning, was that a sneeze? Bless you, babe.
No, I just flipped my.
Oh, it
Thank-
sounded like a sneeze. But the Hebrew word for almond, it actually means to awake.
No, interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. That makes
Yeah.
sense too.
Yeah, so, that was a sneeze, Tracy.
No, it wasn't, honey.
Was it? Okay, I was worried about you getting sick. You're sneezing all the time. Okay.
I'm not sneezing and then lying about it after.
It sounds like a sneeze from here.
Not if I'm not ashamed of sneezing. If I sneeze, I
You're in denial about your
I'll
sneeze.
sneeze if I want to.
Closet sneezer. And then lavender. Okay, lavender, of course. We've got that purple feel, right? So you've got to have that. It brings that calm and serenity to us to allow us to not only receive messages, but gives us that base to travel into another dimension. I want to talk this month about astral projection. I want to talk this month about scrying and going into other portals and dimensions for these messages. So we'll play around with all of that later. But yeah, that's lavender kind of gives you that base. And what I love about lavender is that it enhances anything else you pair it with. That's like in aromatherapy, it's the number one thing, right? If you trying to enhance a flavor, a smell, a blend, just throw a drop of lavender in there and watch it come alive.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
So peace, positive energy, serenity. Now we can do that hazel tree. So a hazel tree, I went with the wood, right? The hazel wood. It is about wisdom and inspiration. It is known. So any sort of wood, and Kathy and I have spent 3 days with a bunch of woodworkers and the coolest, funkiest people you've ever seen, and working with all these different woods. So this is really speaking to me now. And I was searching for hazel and didn't end up with it. My wand was a zebra wand. Would you
You
end
made
up
a
with?
wand?
No, we
We were gifted
got
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
It's
gifted.
really cool.
Awesome.
But there was several options, and not one of them was a hazel. But what'd you end up with, Kathy?
The cumin.
Okay.
So it has to do with blood, which I thought was really cool.
But we're talking almond, or I'm sorry, we're talking hazel here. So wisdom and inspiration. But the hazel tree, the witch hazel is from a different family. So just wanted to throw that out there. Hazelnuts, however, are the similarity between the Gaelic word for those nuts and the word for wisdom are spelt the same and very similar. And that comes from a birch family, just so you know. So we want to throw some love on a birch tree. That would probably be good too.
Maybe the bark on your altar,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Our planet, Sun and Mercury. So Sun, because we're going to be in Leo the majority of this time of Sun sign, and it's kind of
Lovely Leo.
what?
I said lovely Leo.
Lovely
Lovely
Leo.
I have a lot of Leos.
Tracy, got anything to say about that?
Hey, birthday, Leo.
What'd you say?
But I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm sure there's
Alright.
I might-
That's cool. That's cool. No, that's good. That's good. Sun, Leo, positive energy. All right. So let's just for the sun. I'm going to the sun here. Leo. I'm sorry. The sun brings positive energy and clarity, inspiration, and just gonna help us with that divine wisdom, putting that light, that heavy heat, that fire on that divine wisdom. And I'm going to throw Mercury in there because it is the messenger of the gods, right? And I know we've had some Mercury focus for a few months there, but it is the messenger of the gods. That's the whole purpose of it. So we got to have that little bit of communication to allow that communication to come in. Yeah. Our direction is north. That is the direction for thought and wisdom. Our number is 4, which gives us the foundation and the stability. And that comfort to receive these messages or to jump off into another portal. The runestone is Thurisaz. And that represents the warrior that combines consciousness and wisdom with matters, any sort of matter that requires some force. It helps with protection from any trouble going on and any adversity. So it kind of gives us that barrier to feel comfortable for these messages, to not allow any negativity in. Yeah, like back to the scrying and the portals and going into other dimensions and allowing ourselves to go deeper into dreams, and it gives us that protection to do so. Hazelnuts, we talked about that a little bit. I threw plums in there because they are about patience and wisdom and perseverance. And they're purple. and their transition to more abundance. And something I think we'll all want. And then ending on the animal. Our animal for this month is the owl. This is about intuition. This is about insight and wisdom. The deep knowing and to see things clearly in darkness, right? We're gonna have some amazing posts coming up later about the owls because I'll go deep into that. I love owl energy. And allowing the owl to help us see the messages that come through.
So, my business card for Kathleen Kelly Films, we were trying to find something, and we landed on an image of a sextant, you know.
Yes.
And with sort of the tag as, you know, I need paths in the darkness kind of thing. Like when I thought about like creating stories and everything, it's like that's more like what I was interested in.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, like I didn't relate as much to that which is easily seen,
Right.
if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
No wonder this topic sounds really cozy for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey Tracy.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I want you to officially meet Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Tracy,
You two haven't met before.
nice to meet you.
Are
I'm sorry, what?
you sure you've never been on a virtual thing that I was on?
No, you haven't been on since Sherry's been here.
Unless you
Oh.
watched a replay or something
Oh yeah, you could have watched a replay. Yeah.
from last month or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Now you're famous.
To meet you.
What'd you say?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So can I ask a question about these things? How did you come up? You didn't just come up with all of this, did you? Or is this like, this is actually,
I come up with it every month.
right? Are we?
That's what she means. Or did you like?
Oh, you
like
mean
had,
the topic itself, or what specifically?
all of the different things, like that the element is fire and that the color is purple and that the metal is gold. I mean, did you guys sit and create this?
Yes.
Okay. And then it is Cancer right now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but the majority, we'll soon be heading over to Leo, and the majority of the time that we spend in this moon cycle is Leo.
So we've taken a different approach this year in 2023 from before. We were working with the zodiac signs, which we obviously are still working with the zodiacs, but like working with the zodiac new moon. Whereas this time we wanted to work more with the houses and bring in a different dimension to our
Good one.
how we view our intentions and the process for each cycle. And so utilizing the houses and the zodiac and just making it more of a blend instead of a cut and dry same thing every year. All, you know, instead of doing it that way, we use our soul acceleration information in addition to the new moon, and then also with what what we're going to be in most of the cycle. And so that's where we came up with the information, like deciding what we wanted to share and what our focus is. So as with every cycle, every intention, you can totally do your own. You know, we encourage you to, you know, even though we all are working on the same topic, I guarantee you that none of our vision journals look anything alike. They might have maybe incorporated a little bit, but
So I understand you're not doing the way it was before, but let's say was last time around more cancer focused?
Yes.
yes. Mm-hmm.
That's correct. But I have to say that the zodiac, we don't put a lot of emphasis on the zodiac this year. We have not at all.
Right.
One little thing here and there, and that being the sun. And one of the main reasons I wanted to incorporate the sun this month is that we have had Mercury for a long time. And with this being a fire month, I wanted to incorporate the logical fireball in all of our lives.
Okay, I've got to grab a charger.
You know?
I'll be right back. I got to get a charger. The
Okay.
thing is,
Where'd you say she lives?
Colorado.
That's right. It's
So
a place to be. No people are moving out there.
Yeah.
I went to University of Colorado.
Oh, okay.
You did?
Boulder. Yeah.
Say that again?
I went to the University of Colorado. In
Did
Boulder.
you?
That's where I got my bachelor's. Yeah.
God, I love Boulder.
It was a great place to go to school.
I
It was
bet.
great. But it was also like when it was done and people are moving away and the whole thing, I was like, yeah, it's time to go.
It's time for you to go to.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed it.
I lived in Inglewood for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it, and I would just sneak away to Boulder every chance I got.
Yeah.
For some reason, of all the places, it was the one that I had all the stuff up there when I lived there.
Like Allen Ginsberg was teaching at Naropa. I mean, it's just like there was so much going on in Boulder. That was, you know, I was taking like a environmental kind of studies class back then. You know, like in like '86 or something like that, and like it was just so interesting to see. You know, just the whole kind of environmental movement sort of
Being organic and starting out
it's
there.
really kind of like taking off.
And I'm sure they probably leading the way in so many respects.
Yeah, I was thinking about a friend of mine invited me to go to homecoming with her, and I haven't been back since. I gave a talk there to their film department, like that documentary is like back in '98, something like that. But I don't think I've been back to Boulder since.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But that's, I don't know how you guys are about going to places from your past, and sometimes it's like, it's sometimes I just like to keep certain things in the past. Are you ever like that? Just because when you go there, it's like, it's so easy for me to like kind of get a little sad.
Aw.
Because it's like, because that which made it that place for the people, and so often the people aren't there anymore.
Yeah, it's a totally
Right.
different
Yeah, but-
experience.
This is off topic slightly, but I have a project going on. Kimberly, you know, I mean, I do collage art, like I just do collage art besides this. And my plan was to I want to make a piece for every single zodiac sign. And they're very, you know, big and detailed and all of that. And I was hoping to be able to sort of use the group as like to keep me on track to do one a month, because it's going to take a year to do all of them. And mine are super, super detailed and take a long time. So I just get off track with it. Like, and so I was hoping to kind of like merge the two things, like be able to be here doing Divine Art Alchemy and sort of make it into that piece every month, if that makes sense, just to keep me on track. But then we're having this this conversation now where I'm learning that we're not zodiac focused. So I'm like, okay, because I came in today thinking, oh,
It's never been a focus though, Tracy, if that helps. It's never been a focus. It's always just been incorporated, just kind of folded in.
Yeah.
And there's still some folded in each month. It's probably not as much as the past, but it's still in there. We're still.
So I say this is, but if I was, for me, under that lens of what I'm saying, I would basically say we're doing Leo now.
Go for it. Yeah.
Next month would be the next.
Right. And the thing too is the new moon is meant for creation, right? To start your projects and then we cycle through to completion, right? Or extension or whatever. So do utilize it and do it, because whatever, and then come share it and show us your beautiful artwork and say, you know, I did it.
How ironic is it that we're starting with Leo? I mean, you know, Kimberly, like last year I couldn't do Leo, and I actually
Kinda like
opted
ripping off a
Leo
Band-Aid.
altogether. And here I am, and I'm like, oh, it's Cancer, I'm okay. And then you're like Leo, and I'm like, okay.
Let's rip off that Band-Aid, right? So it's only the first week that is Cancer, and then the rest of the moon cycle is
Leo.
One of my childhood best friends is Leo, and it's her birthday. She's turning 50. So I'm going to focus on that.
beautiful focus.
Yes.
Maybe I can even finish this thing by then and then give her some for her birthday.
Nice. There you go. All right. So now you're on recording. Okay. We're going to hold you accountable. You've declared it. We've recorded it. So here you are.
The whole year, y'all.
My baby's going to be 25. My little Leo. Can't believe it.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe.
You're getting old, girl.
Stop it. Just my children, not me.
You know, I was looking back on some pictures of me when I was in my early 20s and like studying over in Europe, and I know I've gotten better.
I
Like,
know,
yes.
right? Me
I
too. I
kind
know.
of looked ridiculous.
Not you, but me. Yeah.
My style was a little ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I'm way more comfortable, I think.
I love it.
You know?
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel it. I definitely
Can I
feel
look at some
it.
of your magazines? Are they for cutting?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
plenty there. There's even more on the behind all of that in that little
Yeah.
green box behind it. It's great having you back, Tracy.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I'm just, I have to step away to put some ink in my printer, but I can hear you guys, and I'm right here. I'm listening to what's. I'm just putting ink in.
Sounds good.
Don't say anything about her.
Yeah. Listen, we don't do that. Unless it's really good, and then we'll yell it loud or something. I had the strangest experience at this conference we went to. I was telling Ember that so many people looked familiar.
Oh, I hate that.
Isn't
It happens to me all the time.
Does it?
Yes.
Is it Atlanta? What is that?
I see people that I knew from Florida. I mean, I think I see people that I knew.
Oh my
But
gosh! It was
once,
so
only once was it
strange.
actually true. All the other million times were not. It was just embarrassing
The
moments.
doppelgangers that are out there, because I was like, oh my gosh, I've had interactions with you or something. And
Well, like, oh.
It's funny, like I've been rewatching this one show that I love, called Fringe.
Okay.
Talk about dimensions, like it delves into alternate realities, like other
Okay.
like parallel universes
I think I've seen that, but I can't remember.
and stuff. It came out like probably like 2012 or something like that. But it's kind of like the X-Files had the X-Files department at FBI. This is the Fringe department of the FBI kind of thing, which deals with not so much extraterrestrial phenomenon, but like more like things that are kind of beyond like what we even understand with physics and kind of things. Anyway, so it's kind of fascinating, but but the whole topic of dimensions.
Perfect timing too.
Works out
like-
well there.
All right, glue sticks.
If you like getting your fingers glued.
I didn't try it today, but I brought some double-sided tape.
I'm going back to mine.
You glued it?
I
My
like-
glue dots.
I
I
like-
love my glue dots.
I'm a glue stick girl. I love my glue stick. But I do end up with all the sticky fingers. All the sticky fingers.
But okay, so I want to find this Friends show. That'll be fun
Right,
to
yeah.
check out. This is a good time for
So you started
A
at the
fresh
beginning? Are
stove.
you starting at the end?
Kathleen.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, so you started at the beginning and you're rewatching it from the beginning?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing before.
Right,
yeah,
right, but you
the
start
first time.
over
But
again.
yeah, I'm rewatching it, and I love it because like, kind of in my like middle age, like I kind of more easily forgot stuff, so it's really great. Like I watch these shows and it's like I kind of know where they're going, but like so much of it I've forgotten, so I'm like it's brand new.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I get to enjoy it all over again.
That's funny.
Experienced something similar like that before. I love it.
Very funny. Does anybody have their intention? Have you thought about that for? So
For this cycle, yeah, I think it's living my truth.
Nice. And thinking, well, all right. So going back to this is the I want and wisdom. So I want to live my truth.
I want to live my truth. Oh, okay.
I am.
Yeah.
You can be I am.
Living. I am living.
Okay, I am living my truth, and I want others to recognize that in me. How does that feel? Does it matter what anybody else?
Yeah, I don't think that.
You're just gonna do it anyway, and
Yeah.
I want my husband's support. Nah, I don't care about that either.
Well, I have.
Would you
I feel
want
like
anything?
Well, like I have my husband's support, but I think it's more. I think sometimes I get lost in feeling kind of like I am a supporter of a lot of other people's,
Sure. Oh yeah.
lives and visions and things like that. And so it's just even like this afternoon there were a million things going on and everyone was like, oh, come on this hike with me, come on. And I'm like, I'm preparing for this
That's
thing tonight.
Things to do.
huge. That's really huge, Kathleen.
And that stuff looks really fun, but I'm gonna do this. Because if I don't do this, I will feel bad. That I
Right.
didn't, because I love this community and I want to honor what we're doing.
Okay.
So it's just more
That's
like
awesome.
me just like kind of sticking a stake in the sand and saying, okay, like I'm doing this.
Can you write that really big on your book or something
see
like
that.
that?
Sounds
Like
big,
just your
yeah.
declaration?
Whenever you
Like,
get
I
a
would
chance.
like, I'd love to see that. Like
Oh, no,
that.
I'm sorry, then that's not the page I mean. The one that I was reading before that had. the-
Yeah, I think that's it now.
I want to encourage you to proclaim yourself.
No, you're messing up your thing.
So not trying to push you or.
But see,
Not
that's
pressuring.
I'm not
It doesn't matter. I know where they're going.
No pressure, but
Do
do it. This is your time.
I love the burning. I love this burning of the field.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
I
That's
just
what I
think-
was just doing.
Because there's so much stuff. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't tell you guys how much stuff I have in my basement, and I'm like,
Burn
this
it
thing,
down.
I just need to
Purge.
burn it up. It's
Burn
funny,
party.
We had a flood down there. It just forced us to throw away a lot of stuff. I'm so
Right.
glad we did. And I'm not wishing any kind of natural disaster. It's more just like.
Do you miss
it's
anything
time
yet?
to- it's just time to
Purge.
get to the essential stuff.
Mhm.
Have you missed anything yet?
No.
That's the surprising part when it comes to things like that. Like, so with my daughter educated me on like the ADD thing of the doom boxes. I think we've talked about that a little bit before.
Doom
They call them doom boxes, and when you become so overwhelmed, you don't know what to do with it, so you just put it in a box.
Yes.
And
That's
once
totally
if you haven't done anything with it, then get rid of it. That's why they call it the doom box, because it's not you're not ready to commit to releasing it, but you have committed it to be done with at some level, and
Box it away.
box it
Store
away.
it.
But then you have to deal with it at some point. But I thought that was I really liked that, because I've done that for years. I didn't know what I was doing, but it was like, oh, I gotta get rid of this, and I don't want to get rid of it, but into the box it would go, and then I'll deal with it later.
Will you guys talk a little bit about Leo? I'm just for the record.
Sure. Is there anything specific that you'd like to know?
Leo in general, just Leo.
Well, there's definitely the loyalty. That is a big Leo quality.
And confidence that leadership, that and a lot of times it can come off as like the ego. It's like you're confident, you're the leader, and so look at me, I'm going to be everything that you ever wanted in life and didn't even know. From my experience with Leos.
I don't know. My experience with Leos is like, I think there's a real purity of heart.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, they can be very clever, but I've always seen the ones that I know as having a lot of
Heart.
vision,
Mm-hmm.
and the energy to make that stuff happen. You know what I mean? Make the vision and clarity
Mm-hmm.
to make things happen, and but they're also sensitive and and can take things personally. Like it's like they both have this vision, but they don't have that
Easily wounded.
like Aries. People that I know are have occurred to me as way stronger. Like they don't get their feelings hurt as much. Like they're like their vision is that strong
Right.
that it where it's so just in the sense of being in a relationship with someone like that's a Leo. It just it's wonderful being able to be supportive of them and then also kind of be their safe place, you know, when shit goes down, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because they need that love and support.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great explanation of it.
But they're charming, lovely people.
Mm-hmm.
Just most Leos I know are smart as hell.
No doubt. And talented.
Yeah.
Creative, maybe, is a better word for that. Creative.
Mm-hmm.
And as for imagery, the first thing that comes, well, a couple things come to mind with Leos, and that's, you know, of course, the lion, right?
Mhm.
The lion, the sun, the sunflowers. Those are probably the top three that come to mind. Is that helpful, Tracy?
Yes.
Where am I gonna put my fruit? My plums. Where am I gonna put my plums? They can be in the garden.
I need some words here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as for my intention this cycle, I'm not sure yet. I mean, I know purple's gonna be a big deal for the socks.
Mm-hmm.
Purple, so that's gonna be cool, and I love the owl stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of, I just saw an owl the other night sitting out in the on the grass, but near the driveway.
Oh,
And it
grass.
was dark, and it was a barred owl, so it's one that's, you know, bigger than both of my dogs put together. It was like this big.
Oh wow.
And as I pulled in, had I known it was there, I would have turned my lights out. But as I pulled in, it scared him and it took off. And I mean, enormous. It's like a vulture going through the yard. So it was so
Wow.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
So cool to see. So yeah, having some owl connection this month will be great.
That's really amazing that it was on the ground like that.
Yeah.
You know, they do this thing where, and I'm sure it was probably eating something. They usually take them to the trees, though. But they do this thing. It was the first thing I thought of when I saw it, but I just where they are on the ground and they let ants cleanse them. Like they take like ant
really?
baths. They'll go to
I never heard that.
like an ant mound, and the ants will cleanse them.
Like birds on a buffalo or something like that.
Right,
Pick them
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. That was the first thing I thought of, and then I even went out to look to see if we had, you know, ants out there, and I didn't see them. I don't know.
Well, that's something new.
It's kind of cool, and
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
it'd be fun to see that. Actually see it, not a video of it or anything. Actually see it in the wild. But yeah, I'm not sure what. I'm gonna wait and see. Okay, no, maybe I do know. Maybe it is gonna be because I haven't had any astral projection in a long time. So I think it's gonna be kind of a focus to see, explore the why not? Why haven't I? I haven't dreamed as much lately at all. So maybe something there a little bit. But definitely the some shadow work stuff. I've got some work to do on it. I'm excited to go through because normally by now I love this so much. I've already gone through the truths.
Right.
I've already played with them a little bit. So I'll definitely spend this week in playing with some truths and look forward to next week's Truth or Dare.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something will reveal from there for sure.
Good. Anybody else?
I'm almost there. I'm still writing.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
I was
Yeah,
not-
no, don't be sorry.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
just trying to like, it's too jumbled. I've just got to try to write it down.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
Message coming through. And I'm interested in maybe some, and just now thought of that with Kathleen, with your show that you were talking about. What's it called? I need to write that.
Oh, fringe.
Fringe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And really unusual movies that might, those that take you to, I gotta spell that right.
Another dimension.
Another dimension, whether it be even like some old classic or something, like Stanley Kubrick comes to mind. He's done all kinds of weird, funky stuff like that. I haven't watched one of his movies in a long time. Old one.
I watched the Supergirl series, and that was like really good. And I'm not into superheroes or Superman or any of that, but the Supergirl was really good. Coming into your truth, into your power, and
I've
you
never
figuring
even
out
heard
who
of
you are
that.
on this earth. And they handled, the series handled all sorts of controversial topics, through race and LGBT and all sorts of tricky
Is that
conversations
new?
woven. No, it's older.
Really?
That's on Netflix.
Okay.
Fighting the good and evil. It's really, it's pretty deep if you get into it. Otherwise, you can keep it real high level. But I like it. I was thinking about watching it again, but that's what popped in my mind when you said different dimensions besides like X-Files or whatever.
Right.
So in when this recording is posted, in the comments, we all, Kathleen and Sherry and anybody else, share the names of what you're talking about and where we could possibly find them.
Yeah.
Would make it just, if you don't mind, well, that would be so cool.
Yeah. I also I watched Evan Almighty. this
Oh
past
yeah,
week. Do you
that's
guys remember
good.
that?
Yeah, that's
It's
a good
with
one.
Steve Carell.
Is that the one when he's building the ark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and it's just that kind of getting the call
Mm-hmm.
and resisting the call
And the call not letting up.
and just like just like when messages are everywhere
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like that I really related to that. It's just like, oh my god, okay already.
I've said that.
It's like I will wake up in the morning and I'll just be like, things will pop up into my brain like,
Pay
you didn't respond
attention.
to that person. You didn't like do. Oh my god. Like, don't do that. So it's like I have to like get my phone and like,
Respond right then.
God.
This is gonna be so pretty. I love all the purple. I know. It makes me happy. And the owls too.
Yeah.
Owls always the wisdom.
But it was like so cute because he had like he's building this ark and like the baboons are like helping him and he's having lemonade with the baboons like they're all sitting around.
I don't think I've ever
Hilarious.
seen this.
It's really
It's so
good. It's
so
cute. It's not wasn't really good. It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely worth watching. Yeah, I've seen it several times. So it's one of those.
I thought
You
I'd
can
seen
watch
all of
over.
this stuff.
So
How old is it?
It's
Oh gosh,
it's
what is it,
gotta be, well, I
90s?
mean, yeah, he looks definitely young.
Yeah, I would bet it's
I
the
mean, it
90s.
looks like pre-office.
Right. Or maybe when Office just started, and then that way, because it's been
'Cause
on.
he's
I mean, that was a
really- I mean,
long
Fresh
time
off
ago
the Daily
too.
Show.
He's
Yeah.
he's really thin
Yeah.
and like
Beautiful.
not that he's a big guy or anything, but like just
You
it's
can
just
tell.
like
yeah.
when he kind of like it's like when Jon Stewart, when you see early Jon Stewart, he just his jacket's
Yes.
a little bit too big for him, and he
Yeah.
just kind of like looks young and like.
Baby shoulder pads. Yeah.
Kind of what we were talking about for ourselves in the 20s. When we were in our 20s, it's like just
Yeah.
a little
It's like,
different.
yeah, just not real sophisticated looking. Yeah.
Something I was thinking about the other day. Have you ladies been to the Manifest with the Moon workshop inside the academy?
Remember
Anybody?
when you first posted it and I tried to get in and I couldn't get in for some reason. So it's like,
Oh,
but
so
I'm gonna.
It should be wide open for you.
Okay, yeah. Let's just think about that this week.
but yeah, after we presented it this weekend, it was like I really want to encourage anybody who hasn't been through it to
Where?
take some time to do it.
Right, that's an empty bottle.
You can actually go through it really quickly.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, it takes what, 20,
half an hour. or so.
2 minutes, I think, is when I timed it. Beginning to end.
But yeah,
And you know you have to do it all at once, you know.
right. But if you haven't, then you might really want to.
Okay.
That's a nice little free resource for everybody to tune into.
No. Got some in the car. I can go back.
What's up?
Are you talking to us, Tracy?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not.
Okay.
Talking to that gorgeous thing that just came and gave me a
Oh,
kiss.
look at that gorgeous face.
No.
Oh, come here. She wants to see you. It's Kimberly. Kimberly? Yeah. Kimberly. What? It's been forever.
Closer to say, hang on, I'm coming over closer to say hi.
Aww.
Hello, gorgeous woman.
Cute.
It's been a long
You are a woman. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm about to be 21.
God, really?
Yeah.
No, you're like 13. There's no way.
She's how old?
21.
It's so good to see you.
Yeah, me too.
21. Yeah, goes by fast.
Gosh, like I turn around and it happened. Daisy's
Yep.
still. Yeah, she.
I refrained from saying to her, because I'm sure she's heard it a gazillion times, my God, Tracy, she looks exactly like you.
God damn it!
Oh, you still there?
Trust me, it's an ongoing issue.
No.
Well, you know, Jason too. I can see Jason in there, but yeah.
Saying it. She doesn't want to think she looks like Jason, but she doesn't want to think she looks like me either.
I want to just look like my dolls.
And you do.
Like I'm flattered, but I hear it too much.
Yeah. We know.
I have my own identity.
Sorry.
She's a great kid.
Right. She didn't tell us the warning.
All right. You want to hear my intention?
We love
Yes,
it.
you got it.
Yes.
I am stepping way, way out of my comfort zone.
All right. You are
Yeah.
supported.
Next weekend, I'm going to Michigan and camping for a week at this women's festival.
Oh, fun.
No way.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a week?
Yep, and then I've actually signed up for 3 weeks. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
a week festival and then a bi-week and then another week festival up there. And so,
Okay.
All at
But
the
I
same time?
yeah,
Like it's a 3. Wow.
But I couldn't get my head wrapped around 3 weeks, so I've committed to a week and maybe a couple days after. But I'm trying to see if I can like wrap my head around another 3. What else am I going to have 3 weeks?
Yeah, dude.
I'm already going to be up there.
Right.
There's no reason not to.
There you go.
I know. So,
There you go.
But yeah, so my intention is to be open to hearing, seeing, and experiencing the truth. And I'll explain this second part in a second. Feeling the thunk, the true knowing in my body, like that it resonates, like a cylinder, like thunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a great way to describe it, too.
You always have a way for it. All right, that's exciting.
Yeah. And you said it's a women's festival?
Yeah, it used to be the women, it used to be the Michigan Fest, Michigan Fest, and it was like thousands and thousands of women, and then that dissolved, and now some women own this land, and they schedule festivals each week during the summer.
Oh,
And so
so
this is called the
great.
Big Mouth Girls, the BMG conference.
Oh,
Is that something you were in before?
Oh
or you
no, I've
just-
never done anything
you
like this
just
before.
exploring
No, my
things?
friend Eileen has gone for 20 years, and she invited me to go this year. So we're gonna, not together, we're going up there.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. Are you a camper naturally?
I am a camper.
Okay.
I have not
That helps.
camped in a long time.
All right.
But yes, I have all the gear, so that part wasn't the problem. It was more like, how do I do food, and how am I gonna handle my social anxiety, and how am I gonna handle this, and just
Yeah.
like I had to get some more answers, and just so I could start calming down about it.
And knowing there's
Yeah.
there's space where you can go away and decompress.
I've check that out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Nice.
so great and brave and
Mhm.
wonderful. And
Thank
you
you.
know, like, and you always have the stars. Like, hopefully it won't.
And the
be-
moon.
Oh, and it's
Too
gonna be out in the
cloudy
middle
at
of
night. Stars
nowhere.
and
Stars are gonna
moon,
be.
yes.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
It's gonna be vivid and
Mhm.
it'll be magical. It sounds magical.
The way they've described it sounds magical. Yes.
And if you're wearing purple, you know,
Got your
get all your
vision.
purple out. Like,
And you can talk to
super
us through the
magical.
moon.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Send
will.
us some
Yeah,
moon
I'm gonna
messages.
miss a couple of our sessions because I'll be gone.
But you know we'll be holding you
Yes,
in our
I'll-
hearts.
I'll be,
got
talking to you
you.
through the moon like you
Oh,
said.
Yes. we
Okay,
you.
I got that message right before you arrived that you're not going to be here for Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want both.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right, here we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Very
My
fun.
intention is to do this piece of art.
I love it. Good job. All right, we're making these declarations here.
Yeah, nice. All right.
So,
Start this year-long path, to start this whole thing.
Love it.
That's fantastic.
kind of at the end of this cycle, I think it is. So my Leo husband, he really wanted to go to this thing called Gen Con, which is in Indianapolis, and it's like the biggest gaming conference
Oh,
like in the country.
like
Okay.
video type game?
Well, I think it might be all kinds of games. Like we're
Okay.
here for the board games,
Oh, okay.
you know, kind
Uh-huh.
of stuff, but they'll have like
If you're a
competitions
gamer,
and
then
stuff, and,
it's your place to go.
so he loves games and stuff, and so he and this friend of his Ken and I am going to go and
Wow.
I'm going to just take it in. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more to it, you know. But
When is this?
the first weekend in August?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Is this a birthday present for him,
yeah.
or just a whatever
definitely
kind of
a birthday
thing?
present.
That's the full moon, isn't it? August 1st?
Oh, is that?
I think so.
You got the page? Do you have the page? Should say
Yes.
right there.
Oh.
Oh no, I didn't print that part. Never mind.
No,
Normally.
but you printed the events, and that's
Yeah.
not necessarily
Yes.
when the actual.
It's the night before the peak.
Oh, it's the night before. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the night before. We always do it the night before. That way, if you can't make it, you can still do the replay and kind of be in it and have
okay.
some little extra time. So it's kind of like it preps us for it.
Still in the energy without
Uh-huh.
necessarily being on the peak.
Yeah, August 1st. Sturgeon moon. It's
Nice.
another super moon.
Yep.
And then August 31st. Again in August, the blue moon.
I'm doing a bunch of those, or how many? I don't know. Not a bunch, but
Yeah, we've got.
2 women's festivals this summer.
Oh, do
So-
you?
Well, you know the one I go to, Kimberly, that Red Earth thing I've been trying to get you to go to?
Yes.
It's amazing going to that again.
Where is it?
This year it's in, I think it's Carbondale?
Illinois?
No, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
But we are, we camp out. It's a women's thing like you're talking about.
I know, it's
Except it's in the hundreds, like maybe 500. It's not thousands. But it's incredible. It's the Red Earth Herbal Healing Festival. So it's a lot about plant healing. a lot about herbs and you know, a lot about plant medicine in all forms,
Nice.
wise woman tradition, all that stuff.
Beautiful.
And then going to this other thing called Forest to Field, which is another festival of this, but it's co-ed, and it's but the same kind of thing. It's a lot about permaculture and all of that. So we're excited. We bought a pop-up. I bought a pop-up camper this year, a used pop-up camper.
Who's we?
Sadie and I.
Oh, Sadie's going too.
Yep. And I bought a used pop-up camper that we have been remodeling.
Oh, fun.
Super cute. It's gonna be. It's like the glamping girls glamping trailer.
Nice.
Nice.
So we are. It's almost done, and we're taking our maiden voyage on that second weekend of August, whatever that is.
So I've been. I'm guessing you've probably read Braiding the Sweetgrass.
I haven't, but I know what you're talking about.
It's like I just started it for this one book group, and it's just lovely. It's like kind of about a Native American wisdom and origin stories for them, and how it's so beautiful. You know, they did an initial comparison of this origin story for this woman's tribe, and it's so much more about, whereas like Adam and Eve, you know, story is more about how we disconnect from nature.
Yeah.
Whereas their origin story is much more about the harmony, you know, and the gifts that man and nature and women, you know, give to each other, and honoring each other. It's just like, it's so beautiful,
Oh,
you know.
nice.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
This one is so cool. It's like
Yeah.
women.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's women of all ages, women only, and they gather, and we're all acknowledged for like where we are in the cycle of life. You know, at one point there's actually a ceremony where the crones get up and they get a standing ovation. I mean, it's like,
Nice.
it's pretty cool.
That sounds
Mhm.
That
really
is
cool.
awesome.
And yeah, they have the red tent that's open at all times, you know, for everyone.
Wow.
There's a lot of crying and a lot of laughter and singing and fires, and kids can come, but little boys only till they're 7, and then they're not allowed anymore.
What's the name of that conference?
That one's called Red Earth.
Red Earth. That's the one you're just talking about.
Yeah. And I love it. I love it. So it changed my life last year. It really did. And I'm working it this year again. I don't know what I'm doing, but I volunteer. I'll do whatever they want me to do. Yeah.
Tell me when that is again.
That is in September, and I don't remember whether it's the 3rd or 4th weekend. I think it's I don't know. I got to look at my calendar.
Oh, so it'll be cooler.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the weather's amazing. Anyway, it's like 80 in the 80s here today, you know.
Okay. September 15th.
You know?
Sherry just looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Quick.
It's amazing.
I want to check it
Really
out.
cool people there. I've met amazing women that I still continue to be in contact with from last year, which is really neat.
Yeah, that's special.
Yeah. Do you know that that women's retreat I just did was from people from there, Kimberly.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a chapter, or are they
No,
connected?
it's just those were the young girls. They're like Sadie's age, or you know, they're a little older, but they they're doing their first retreats. Like they're putting them together, and they're so cute about it. And they did an amazing job. And I met them at Red Earth. So, and that's where, Red Earth women came to support these young women who are starting to do their own retreats. So it's just a community, of women who support each other in all sorts of ways.
That's really cool.
And actually what I want to do is have these 12 pieces and have a booth at, not this year, but next year, and sell my work.
Oh yeah.
Will
So
you
that's
sell
sort of
copies?
the goal.
Will you sell copies or your original?
Oh yeah.
Keep your
And I have
original?
other pieces besides the Zodiac. I just want a set of 12. It's just been an ongoing thing, and it's an idea, and then time passes and I don't do it, and I have to be kept on track. So
All right.
okay,
Ability for you.
there we go.
These are really cool bags.
Ooh,
Look at the key.
Isn't that
Oh,
nice? Did
yeah.
you open it? You opened it,
Is that
didn't you?
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
That's what we're.
what scent is this?
That is clove.
Okay. And this is some type of kyanite,
That is selenite.
selenite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is the representative stone for the moon. It's
For the moon?
The moon. Mhm.
And it's called what again?
Selenite.
Selenite, okay.
Yeah, it's named
With a
from
S.
the goddess Selene, who is the full moon goddess.
Oh, okay.
here's our beginning, y'all. This is the
Oh,
beginning.
there you go. Yep, your little tiger.
Yay.
Sweet.
Or not tiger.
She's a lady.
I know, right?
She's a lady.
Tell me about this.
That's where we're starting with. That's our starting point.
And Reiki water, so that we represent all of the different elements.
Awesome, thank you.
Wait, it's right here. Do we have a direction? Yes, north. Okay.
North. So yeah, all of the different elements.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You want to share your Divine Art Alchemy? Do you care to bring it in
I
front?
can, sure.
Since we're getting close to closing.
Oh, are we there?
Getting
Oh,
close.
that went fast.
I know, right?
Should I go up there?
Come on up. Yeah. Come on.
I should have gone the other way. Can you just let me by? Just
Yeah,
just
yeah,
angle it up. You don't have to get up.
Sorry.
Nope,
You can
you're good.
switch.
You're good. You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Sorry. Let's see.
You come. Yeah, come right in front.
Should have just stayed over on the other side. I'm so sorry, everybody.
No, it's okay.
No apologies needed.
Exactly.
All right, let's see
yeah.
if we can figure this out.
Tracy, where'd you go? Are you printing? Well, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, because we'll
It'll be
have
perfect.
I'll
recorded.
flip it
Yeah.
around. All right.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Close.
Here.
Uh-huh.
You want to do her first, and then you
Sure.
can come back and show us. Tracy, you want to, or whoever.
Tracy, you wanna
at the
see?
beginning of the recording?
Oh yeah,
Oh, here's.
awesome.
Cool.
What does it say?
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it to you. So, let's see here. So, how I connect with Source. I get lots of wisdom from my backyard and my little dog, but angel numbers and hummingbirds are now at my house. But these are my who I call my grandma cardinal.
Mm.
It's gender neutral cardinal. The pronouns change frequently. He, she, her, yeah.
Whatever's convenient.
Yeah, keep looking up. And then my mentor has this phrase of holding the edge, like
Okay.
staying in your window of tolerance, but holding the edge, and that's your growth.
Yeah.
That's your growth zone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then representing the fire and the passion and the phoenix, like rebuilding from the ashes, and this kind of this portal wisdom, the
Love it.
dimensions with that, kind of the way you can see all the through
Mhm.
different things and that.
Oh yeah, we see it.
And then I don't know. this is kind of like true north, figuring, just kind of listening about who I am and still getting clearer direction.
Love
All right,
it.
so at the bottom it says, I don't know if you were on yet this was kind of my reflections from the meditation, Tracy. So,
Okay.
balance of light and dark, peace and wisdom, keeping darkness as my friend, signs from the universe, God nod, stepping into my queen energy, my power and my wisdom. And then I wrote my intention on the other side.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, yes. Thank you for sharing. Amber, are you ready? Or you got
I've got-
your words that are coming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost there.
Okay.
If you want to go
I
on.
was gonna say I don't have my words, but I'm gonna share anyway, and I'll put my words later. So, got lots of purple came out.
Oh, that's
yeah, I love that.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got that.
Got lots.
Archway too.
So this is my Divine Art Alchemy, and
Ooh.
I'll bring the words in. But I really like the sacred wild, and that really encompassed all of that energy, because it talks about it is specific for the new moon, but it's also the sun in Leo, and just so I went ahead and just kept this from my book. I utilized the Wee Moon book in a lot of my artwork, so
Yeah.
their work. And then bringing in, just really seeing, this is a person standing there in front of the sun
Yeah.
and the moon and the portals, and really just bringing in that wisdom and patience. And she got the owl there. And this, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this reminds me of my daughter. So she is a knitting queen. Like she
Yeah.
totally turned in on the knitting. And so she just turned 21, and she's been out living life and everything. And so this is the vision I'm going to hope for her. It's just that beautiful lady that's on a mission to bring goodness to the world.
Yeah.
That really looks just like her. Like, it's so crazy that it is the Uncanny Show.
Is that from
show-
your
Yes, book.
Oh.
hmm
this one right here? That knitting.
She's got the black cat. She has a black cat.
She does look like that.
And those socks, I believe she's got the
She
socks.
would totally wear those socks if she didn't have them.
I know, right? Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
nice.
that's it. So I'll bring some words in there,
Nice. That's so beautiful.
but it feels good.
Thank you.
I love that sacred
Thank
wild.
you.
Is that what you
The-
said?
the-
Sacred wild?
Sacred wild. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
love
it
that.
came there.
Sacred wild.
So yeah, a lot of times I don't credit the author, even though I have the book, and maybe I'll write at the very back, go through my book and give some credit, because I do want to acknowledge all the contribution that is created with this. And so
Yeah, especially all the beautiful artwork, is knowing that it's coming from a human being, I think is going
Yeah.
to be more and more important every day that goes by.
Oh my
Giving
gosh.
them
How
acknowledgement.
terrifying. Terrifying.
mm-hmm.
I'm not finished. I don't feel like this is complete in any way, but it got the basic squares that I wanted to start. I want to do lots of flourish on this one, but
See if I'm gonna fall. You got it all down there. Okay, okay.
yeah. So okay, let me get around this one.
Come on down. I love the purple background.
Let's
That's
do,
really great. Yeah,
I love that.
beautiful. Very nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Definitely. Very nice.
All right, so this is okay. So definitely the owl speaks to me, and I love the fact that if you notice, the owl is on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So just like the goddess Athena, right? So the owl is helping her see areas.
Yeah, and how the eyes are like lined up almost.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it cool? So that they see, the owl helps her see her blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
So, and holding that messaging for the blind spots. this was the color combo that I was talking about, really, with the meditation that we did. This is what I was feeling, and once again, it's like I already knew I had the photo, right? Like, so I think that was part of it. Like, this is where I was
out there.
Yes, this is where the tree was growing into, absolutely. And then, of course, I included some oracle tarot cards, because that, can definitely take into different dimensions. And then I just love the color combos here with the purple and the all natural, but I wanted everything with earth involved here, because I've got earth, air, and this is where I've got to have the fire, and that's why I said I'm not done. I still have more to do. I want to incorporate fire to all of this.
Did you put a flat? Is that?
I did not do a flap.
Okay, it looks like a flat, but it's not. Okay.
I know, because I usually do a flap, don't I? Or I have lately. But all right, that's it. That's all I got.
Beautiful.
Yay.
So far.
Right, here we'll give you.
Love that.
So far. Thank you.
All right. Were you able to get anything done, Tracy?
Yeah, I mean, not worth. No,
Not able to
Don't
share
you-
that.
I have my lion.
All right, get your lion.
So I laid it out. I haven't glued it all down, Tracy, so I'm sorry.
Don't
Can't.
be so.
Don't apologize to me. I
bad.
have a picture of a lion over here. You're apologizing to me.
I know. Okay. Anyway, I love writing down all the stuff that you say about the socks.
No.
I don't know why. Like, I was gonna put just the plain one there and keep that separate, but
I like that.
I just like to remember, like, because a lot of times when I like to look at this like right after I meditate.
Oh, right.
And think about things and stuff. So for me, like, the big thing this time is truth. It's being in that, and I love this image of, like, there's the amethyst, there's the flowers, there's the cards.
Yeah.
Use whatever
She's talking about that.
that helps me.
That one.
I can't see it.
Oh, come closer. She's talking about that image.
Yeah,
Pretty.
whatever,
Tarot.
using different modalities
From
you
the
know what I mean?
Pinterest
To-
board.
to
Oh,
get-
that came from Pinterest.
Yes, the Pinterest board. That's where that image came from.
So truth and have patience. So I don't. A lot of times, what happens, I'll try to zoom through stuff, and then I don't know. I patience. I need, because there's going to be a lot of still, right? This time, and maybe I need to write that down. But there's this really great image that says, when you realize that other dimensions exist, you'll never think of life, death, yourself, or the universe in the same way again. I just
Can
want
I
to
share that one?
meditate on that.
I know, that is really cool. So this is the image that she's talking about once again from Pinterest.
Okay.
And this image, it's like of a golden light. It kind of reminded me of inside the meditation, like talking about the golden light,
I
Yeah.
love that.
and that there's something kind of more essential to us.
Yeah.
That's I love that golden energy, and to observe and use a compass to help me on my way. This rock formation, just exquisite. Like, there's something you have to think about it, and you have to build, with your intention, using wisdom, and I love that protection. The owl and the lavender, like, it's such a soft image, with the flowers, that it doesn't have to be hard, tapping into your wisdom.
Oh,
No.
yeah, it's
yeah.
good to remember.
That's
Yeah.
And then the sage can, the cleaning out, the burning off can bring knowledge. Like, I have to, I like the idea of food and as ritual, because a lot of times, I can just kind of be like, I just want to put calories in my body so that I'm not hungry. And I can miss like today, we brought in a lot of stuff from our garden: parsley, basil, chives, tomatoes, like peppers and stuff, and we put it all in this thing and put some apple cider vinegar and olive oil and salt and pepper and
Oh my
next to our
gosh.
eggs, and
Sounds
like it was the
amazing.
freshest burst of like life.
Mm.
So it's like I
Mm.
really want to pay attention to like fresh vegetables and using like all the, getting the oils and the vinegars. And
Yeah.
so good.
Mm.
And I'd love to incorporate. Hey, I love hazelnuts, and I never eat them.
Oh yeah.
So I'd love to incorporate that, and of course, like I do want to burn away some stuff this time. So I like that image, and just it's going to require decisions. Pay attention to messages.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for sharing all that.
Yes.
That's
Thank you.
Yes.
I think I should finish.
That's great. No,
Yeah.
perfect. Any last thoughts? We're right at time. So any last thoughts or anything that anyone
Tracy,
would
do you have
like
anything down to share, even
add?
though if it's just one or two things?
No.
Come
Yeah.
back and in the comments once it's posted, the recording. Come back and talk to us. Share, and then we have a section.
I'll keep you posted. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
This thing is gonna be a big deal.
All right. So yeah,
I
come back and
have
talk
a
to
new
us.
job where I work overnight and I have to stay awake all night, and
Perfect.
it's really exhausting, but there's nothing for me to do a lot of the time. So I actually got a printer at my new job for this specific purpose. I bought one, and I'm there for 12 hours. Like, I'm gonna be collaging my butt off. So
Beautiful. All
I'm
right.
so excited to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready for some howling then?
Yeah.
Ready for howling.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Super deep breath in and out. Hey, wait a minute. Hold this breath. Go to the top and hold it for 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3, release. Okay, now super deep breath and let it rip.
Much love. Happy manifesting.
Happy new moon.
Take care.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.